Hey, what is going on, everyone? Joe here, and we are back yet again in the world of yet another Zombie Survivors, the survival-style roguelite that I just can't really seem to put down. So the full launch for this game is very fast approaching, just a few weeks away. So I figure let's jump in and play as a few characters we haven't used much on some of the harder game modes. There's also a demo for this game that just dropped on PlayStation. I know a lot of you guys watch me on console, so you guys can give this game a shot now for the first time too. We're gonna jump in. The name of the game today is playing as the Mechanic. So the Mechanic is a hybrid between both melee and ranged. She can do some good supports for her team members, and we're gonna rock her on the hardest map here, Dead Terminal on Hardcore. The standard game mode on steroids. Get ready for a much tougher but shorter challenge. We've got our leveling badge, so we get more meta progression. We've got the growth badge, so we level up faster in the runs. We've got speed badge, so she moves faster and attacks faster. And we've also got the gunner badge. When you evolve her more, she can do different elements, but right now, she really just specializes in slashing and kinetic damage, so I think that'll be a pretty good combo. I am a little nervous. This fourth level is insane. And then top that off with hardcore difficulty, it's ballistic. Also, full disclosure, I woke up like 10 minutes ago. I decided what better way to spend my Sunday morning than with some high-octane, pulse-pounding zombie action. But you know what? We get to do it together, so I'm not complaining. So the thing with this wrench, if you hit a zombie, it bounces around. Keyword, hit the zombie, and it'll hit a bunch of enemies around and just do some good area damage. So while she's not super strong, we can line people up and clear the map. We've got a transmitter. Set up a transmitter that hijacks the signal and overclocks the stats, damage, area, duration of abilities used by survivors within its range. So she can buff all of her teammates. She's got a remote control car, simple RC toy car, rigged with deadly explosives for a funny surprise. Don't try this at home. And then we've got our trusty spanner. If this game has taught me anything, pounding into your main weapon is the way to go so you can evolve it. So we've got our wrench. We're going to level this up so we do more damage and we can attack a little bit faster. Especially right now where we've got pretty much nothing. If we line up these earthquake zombies, though, they can end up killing their teammates. So that can work pretty well for us. I also hate this construction guy that throws all these bricks. He's bricked up in the worst way possible. All right, so now that we've got a few dead zombies in the middle, I want to try to run in there and grab all the experience. Let's keep leveling up our trusty spanner. Learn some Spanish. We've got our SOS, so we can get our first team member. And I'm actually hoping for SWAT. Although we can use some characters. The name of the game today is playing characters we're not comfortable with, right? So why don't we grab the medic? I'm going to regret this, but it's okay. We'll grab the medic. And then I'm hoping we can get SWAT too. So let's keep evolving my trusty spanner. It's about to evolve. And then we're going to go for your handgun too. We got military training up top, but there should be a ton of experience in this area. And we got a Lancer. Deadly invention, which either cuts enemies up close or shoots them down at a distance. All right, Devs. I know you guys watch my videos, okay? Is this copyrighted? Where's Marcus Phoenix? How do you guys have a Lancer in this game? All right, we'll grab it. We'll grab it. More damage. I love Gears of War, though, man. That was my game growing up. I know a lot of people, depending on your age range, right? You grew up with different things. You played Fortnite all night long with your friends. You played Halo 2 all night long with your friends. Gears of War, that was me. Let's see. We've got a medical drone. Deploy a flying drone to attack enemies while you're moving, or heal you while you're holding position. So this actually could combo well together, because she is a transmitter that buffs her stats, and then we've got a medical drone that heals us. But in this difficulty mode with an insane 10-minute span, do we have time to stand still? Probably not. We're going to level up the Lancer right now. We're going to keep going for that weapon evolution. Special Snowflake. Frozen status lasts twice as long. Survivor flashlights cover more distance, so more critical damage. Fire, ice, and electric damage goes up. Ultra Instinct is only really good late game. If you have a tag at the top that's over 30, it gets even bigger. It steals everyone else's points. Let's re-roll this. Explosions generated with the explosive type damage are 30% bigger. Injured status lasts twice as long. Also more kinetic. Kinetic does work well for me. That's what my gun mainly does. I'm going to reroll this one more time. I'm not loving these options. I'm not loving them. Enemy projectiles deal 50% less damage to survivors, and we get armor. Now, that's the baby option. But I feel like today, I'm baby. Give me that. We're using weak characters anyway. So whatever I can do to stay alive longer. Lancer. Avoid these bombs. We got a boatload of experience. So let's level up that handgun. We'll evolve that. And I could be wrong. You guys can let me know in the comments section if you guys have been playing this game as well. If you feel like the abilities are good. I do feel like eventually the abilities start to catch up in DPS. But your main weapon is just so much more valuable. Let's get the remote control car. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. Let's grab the military training on the left. Hut, hut. All right, I'm breaking the rule of this game. Never stand on the edge of the map, because if you do that, you're in a losing battle. Handgun. Let's evolve that gun. We got a magnet on the left side. It's crazy to think we're already 20% of the way there. We got to survive 10 measly minutes. Sir, get away from my magnet. Handgun. Let's get this transmitter. Syringe gun. There we go. No, not the bricks. I hate the bricks. All right, good job, Train. You're really coming in clutch. Now we can get our last team member. We've got Engineer and Tank. Wow. You get some good synergy with the Medic. Fury Unleashed now increases health regen. That's not bad. I do like the Tank. You're not exactly the SWAT member I wanted, but you know what? Maybe we need a beefy guy to help us. I do love a little bit of beef in my diet. I actually like too much beef in my diet, but it's okay. Lancer. We're about to evolve your weapon again. I don't know what your next evolutions are, so I'm excited to see. Health regen, armor, luck, or ability critical damage. What is my overall health regen? 7? So if I grab this, it goes to 10. We'll get 10 health a second. Let's do that. So we might not even need to worry about grabbing health drops. You know, if I can stop taking damage for 2 seconds. Get some more military training. There's also a killing frenzy. Nitro gun. Fire a lightweight grenade filled to the brim with rapidly expanding liquid nitrogen. Chainsaw. Rip and tear. Yo, give me that. Oh my God. I can just cut the way. Oh my God, that's crazy. That's crazy. Fury Unleashed. So if you guys don't know what Fury Unleashed does, it gives him a crazy buff every 50 seconds. It lasts for 11 seconds. He gets more weapon damage, more weapon attack speed, and weapon cooldown reduction. It is insano mode. But it also apparently combos with the medic. Okay, can we have any more red things on the map trying to kill me? I'm trying to get this chest. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. Keep leveling up Fury Unleashed. All right, gang. Y'all are about to drive me crazy with this. Level up my chainsaw. This is the best weapon I've ever gotten. Okay, we got this. Kinetic damage now causes bleed instead of injured. More kinetic and slashing damage. Quick Buck. Receiving cash from any source other than skips activates a super speed timed power-up. Burn status lasts twice as long. Give a chance to stun basic and elite enemies on weapon hits. This chance is higher for slower hitting weapons. Okay. I do like the frying pan. I feel like it really does come in clutch, but the nail bat, just turning all of our kinetic damage into bleed. Let's do that. Let's do that. Get the military training. Killing Frenzy. Okay, that's great. I want to keep pounding into Fury Unleashed so we can get that extra health regen. Get that evolution. Unless it activates innately. I'm not sure if it does. For some reason, I felt like you had to upgrade into it. I could be wrong. I'm not an expert at this game. I only pretend to be. But I am an expert at the chainsaw. Magical hat, more fire, ice, electric, chemical. We saw a quick buck. For each damage type tag with a bonus of at least 3, more dodge chance, more cash, and more experience. We only have 2. That's not great. We also don't have any taunted enemies. We're re-rolling this. After 2 seconds of standing still, every second pass grants 10% damage. You know, with the healing drone and the transmitter, you could potentially have the standing still build with these guys and then get the camping set. I don't know if the chainsaw is the best part of that, though. When getting hit, there's a 10% chance per survivor in the team for damage received to be reduced by half. Reduce movement impairing effects from enemy attacks and environmental hazards by half. No, let's go for the power of friendship, but I'm going to lock this camping set. The chainsaw is incredible. Is this the best weapon in the game? All right, transmitter. Holy crap. I can instantly kill whoever I want besides the bosses. We got a chemical research station. Let's do that. Fury Unleashed. You almost have that maxed out. Okay. We've got samples all over the map we need to collect. So let's run this way. The more we collect, the better our reward. Fury Unleashed cooperation. Ability is now equally shared between all survivors. Okay, that's worth it. Give me the sample. Got an SOS. We leveled up. I feel like we should keep going to the syringe gun now so we can see what that evolves into. Chainsaw. Every single time I see that chainsaw, I'm going for it. I don't even need to think about it. I'm happy. I'm content. Transmitter. We'll level up that transmitter. It has a bigger radius, and so we can just stand in here, get extra damage to our stats. It also lasts longer, too. It's interesting. Leveling this up, though, doesn't increase its stat boost. It stays at 20% no matter what. We finally got an upgrade for the tank's weapon. It's been a while. We should do that. Because he's been with us this long. Did you guys just see how fast I killed that boss with the chainsaw? she got deleted instantly. What an interesting way to play this game. I know I need to get the research samples. I was too busy having fun. Saw blade drone. Legendary armor plus 40. I don't normally go for armor, but we have been focusing on it this build, and I can't say no to a legendary armor drop. We'll go for that. How much time left for the samples? 18 seconds? Can I do this? Probably not. That's one. Oh, there's a speed boost behind us. If I had doubled back for it, maybe. All right, we got 4 out of 5. I'm happy with 4 out of 5. I want to keep leveling up the saw blade drone because it does the bleeding slashing type damage. And so that combos super well with the chainsaw. Not the chainsaws that are currently hitting me. That I don't like. The camping set is tempting. Fire now causes freeze instead of burn. Every 2 points of movement speed over 100 increase chemical damage by 1%. Defeating a boss activates a killing frenzy time power-up. Sugar Rush is insane. I do feel like it's one of the best items in the game. All right, we got our upgrade. We can boost kinetic or slashing. So what I like is with that item we've got, kinetic turns injured into bleed. So if we go for kinetic, that will give us even more bleed, essentially, especially on my other two characters. Let's go kinetic. We took a ton of damage there, but with all of our armor, power of friendship, and health regen, even in hardcore mode, we're borderline unkillable. It's time to grab this medical drone. See if we can't be even more unkillable. And if we can find it in ourselves to kill one of these elites, we will get a killing frenzy boost. All right, come on. There we go. We got it. Snowball, snowball, snowball. All right. All right, medical drone again. Snowball. My health is low, though. My health is low. You can't snowball if you're dead, Joe. But you can get a nice movement speed boost. Cut to some military training. Try to get this chest on the way. Oh, boy. Never mind. We got to run. We're getting herded the opposite direction. Syringe gun. Because that syringe gun can still upgrade. Let's get this guy away from us. He's being very disrespectful. Oh, SOS right here? I'll take that. And I will take an upgrade to my shotgun. We have 3.5 minutes left to survive. Now we can grab this chest finally. And then hit that magnet on the other side. Giant enemy crab. When damage is dealt against a full health enemy and it's a critical hit, the final damage is 50% higher. That's not bad. That's not bad, Zerma. I'm going to lock down the crab, and I'm going to get the camping set. Because I think we're almost at what I want. If the stars can align perfectly and we can stand still, I don't think it's possible with all these projectiles hitting us, but we have so much armor, right? Shotgun. Get that magnet. Okay, we're going to go only for basic attacks right now. Syringe gun. Freezing flask is the upgrade of your syringe gun. So we'll grab that. And that's it. We barely leveled up from that. All right, we have armor here. We're going to wait for this armor. There we go, transmitter. And now I can stand still and get the boost from the tent, right? Freezing flasks. No, we don't have enough damage. I was hoping we could just annihilate this guy. Maybe if it wasn't hardcore difficulty. I don't know, man. Something about this game has quickly turned it into my comfort game. You know, you play a game enough that it becomes muscle memory. And yeah, of course, there's billions of enemies on screen. There's total mayhem. But I know what I'm doing. It's just like trimming the hedges. If the hedges were dead bodies. Toxified status lasts twice as long. Implosion chance is doubled. Explosions generated from explosive type damage are 30% bigger. Nah, we're going giant enemy crab. More XP, ability cooldown reduction. This max health is a joke. Considering we've got, what, 1,600 health, I don't think you'd want to waste a slot for 50 health. I don't think that would even absorb one single punch from a zombie. All right, let's grab ability cooldown reduction. If we give it to the mechanic, we'll have more transmitters. But if we give it to the tank, Fury Unleashed will go off more often. Which I think is better for us. Now, give me a second. What is the DPS on your chainsaw? It's only 1.73K. It's really not that high. But it is the strongest thing we've got going for us right now. Let's level up your remote control car. I guess one thing that kind of makes me sad about hardcore mode, though, we're not going to level up nearly as much. We're only level 39. So I doubt we're going to get up to like the 60s and 70s. Although for some people, you guys might enjoy that because I know there are viewers out there that are like, this game is just a reading simulator. Why? Every time I fast forward, you're reading a menu. You know, you're not wrong, okay? But this game is also breakneck. Right now, we're relaxed, right? We're comfortable. We're like, what do we want to grab? Why not a pump-action shotgun? Yeah, let's level up the pump-action shotgun again. And then it's, oh my God, there's so many things on screen. What just happened? So, you know, that I can appreciate. Pump-action shotgun. We're about to evolve that. We've got another chest down below. Don't get hit by the train. All right, we'll kill some of these guys for these killing frenzies, right? That's what I'm talking about. Sawblade drone. Everyone must bleed. I think we can have 2 more items. Yeah, we get 2 more item slots. Smooth moves. 40% chance to dodge enemy projectile attacks. 10% dodge chance. Now that could be hilarious. Weapon attacks on full health enemies are now critical. Wait a second. Giant enemy crab. Oh, it can only trigger once per 0.2 seconds. That could still get some really good synergy with the giant enemy crab. All right, give me the scouter. Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? How many dumb meme references can I fit into one video? Pump action shotgun, my friend. It's not even a question, my guy. It's not even a question. Get him out of here. All the explosions make me very worried about my health, but then I look at how much health I have, and I'm like, wait, we're fine. We're not even close to dying. Rocket launcher, super shotgun. So wait, we can have a super shotgun and a chainsaw. This game is basically Doom. All right, give me the super shotgun. This game really is Doom. All right, 30 more seconds. Get that killing frenzy. I'm going to start running towards every single boss I see. Sawblade drone cogwheels. There's now an additional row of sawblade drones circling clockwise. Oh, dude, we have so many blades. There's so many blades. All right, watch out. My health is getting low now. I've been farting around, ignoring all the objectives on the map. We got 15 seconds. 9 seconds. 5 seconds. Transmitter. Doesn't really matter at this point. What's done is done. What are you guys going to do? When the clock strikes 10, you going to give me a hug? Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Wow, that was some good work, fellas. That was one of my most fun builds I think I've had in this game. Okay. Bullet Train. Survive a hardcore mode run on Dead Terminal. There we go. Tank leveled up 4 times. Mechanic 12. Medic's at 40, so now you've got new weapons unlocked. We got a stim pack. Resuscitation. When the squad's health drops to 0, Medic does a defibrillator to revive everyone. Wait, that can happen every 2 minutes? That's kind of crazy. We have Extermination mode now. As promised, we are going to see what the other game mode is like. Let's do some upgrades here. Mechanic. We can boost up. Honestly, your transmitter was the most fun. I'm beefing that out. And then chainsaw, of course. Medic. You've got the syringer. The best tool in your arsenal against the most troublesome patients in your care. Medic ghost energy. Explosions have a chance to fire shurikens. Okay. Soul badge. That's more chemical damage. And then tank. It's really not much we can level up with you besides investing in what we've already got. All right. Now, who do I play on this very difficult mode? You can tell which characters I like the most. 105, 128, 102, 33, 40. Let's try SWAT. Let's do Extermination. We've also got these new bonus modes. We have Infinite now. There's no item limit. Oh, wow. There's no item limit. So that's crazy. And then one hit where everything kills you in one hit. That's insane. Extermination. Kinetic still works with you, my friend. Let's swap out the XP modifier for the power badge. Okay. Let's see what this is all about. I am excited. So we have waves we need to survive. So we see at the top right, wave 1. We have 18 enemies. This is like a totally different game. Because they don't even drop experience. All right, guys. I don't know what I did to make the construction yard so pissed off at me. But y'all have to take a breather. I can't aim! Yes, okay, guys, I know. Joe, you know you can turn on auto-aim and auto-fire down below. You're right, you can. But not this guy. No way. I like it old-fashioned and personal. Oh, so we did level up. So we can boost up our pistol, get an automatic turret. The turret's cooldown is 30 seconds. You know what? Let's get the turret. Let's get the turret. Level up the turret again. Okay, so we've got a progression system. 38 more enemies. Where's that turret? There it is. Come on. All right, you take the right side. I'll take the left. Except that was totally backwards. I know my rights and my lefts. I know my rights. And my rights to kill zombies. Okay, good investment, man. You went crazy. But now you're gone for 30 seconds. All right, you're not the last guy. We can see them on the map. So we know you're right there, you're there. There's one more up top. All right, wicked. Now, here's the fun thing. Do we want to get another survivor or just lean into the SWAT guy? Let's do that. Let's just focus on one guy. Pistol. I'm going to re-roll this. Oh, Ricochet. I'm going to lock Ricochet, and I'm going to go for pistol right now. Oh, no, we have more level ups. How many times do we level up? Ricochet. And so we can see our rewards. We get an item. This looks like military training. And I guess 2 level ups. We can also see what's coming at us. Huh. I like how unique this is. Just because the other 3 modes are pretty much more of the same. But it did say the goal was to also go as fast as possible. All right, well, the train works in our favor. Why don't we just fight like this? Bro, why are you so beefy? Okay, we got 3 left. Last guy's hanging out up here. Oh, my God. Well, that was close, but we did it. Now we can get an item. Plus 30 damage to basic enemies. Seems like a no-brainer. When getting hit, there's a 10% chance per survivor to reduce your damage. We had that last time. Out of all these, I want the combat knife. So we did get military training, more health, health regen, ability duration. So the turret lasts longer. Weapon crit chance. Give me ability duration. Let's level up that turret again. Pistol. So now the pistol's ready to evolve. We've got a boss here. We got a few elites. We'll level up twice. I'm still kind of getting my assessment of this mode. I think it is cool because it mixes things up. I would like it to be a little bit faster paced because it does seem like there's a good amount of downtime. Oh my god. But when it hits, man, it hits. All right, big boy. Oh, you get knocked out by your friends. All right, guys, let's walk this way, shall we? I don't know if there's a train coming, but, you know, that'd be really nice. You're still alive. All right, one shot. And then I think you explode, right? You do explode. You don't hurt the zombies around you, though. That's not how bombs are supposed to work. I know my roguelite rules. How did that hit me? What? Come on, game. Now it's moving at a slow pace. I see you, cracks. I was at least half a foot away from that. Turrets. Finally, the SMG. That's what we wanted. Now we can get another teammate, or I can pass up on it. The battles themselves have different icons above them, too. This has 8 bosses? Are you kidding me? Wait, what? All right. At least I got the SMG now. There's my turret. Okay. All right. Well, that happened all at once. Yes. 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 Whoa. Oh, man. Oh, my God. I need more trains. Yes. Damn, I didn't hit any of the big guys, though. Are you construction workers? Y'all gotta chill out. I don't know why you guys are rioting against me. Uh-oh. I see the light! I see the light! Just keep strafing. It's easy. These guys don't do nearly enough cardio. They can't catch you. Come on, man. Just let it happen. All right, Chainsaw Man. What? What? No way, man. What? Come on. There was no way. I wasn't ever close to it. I'm rioting. I'm rioting. It's okay. This game's still in early access. You got a few weeks, devs. All right? You get a few weeks. I'm kidding. But we're going in now as the queen, the Huntress. Okay? Extermination. We're winning this mode. I knew there was something a little fishy. I was wondering how I was getting hit. Now we've got my main character. The one-shot wombo herself. I mean, just look at this. Look at the difference in raw power. Can I kill you guys in one hit? Yes! Well, I crit, but almost. Nearly. Level up that basic attack. Level up that penetration. She's nothing without her penetration. Knocking out multiple zombies in one go. Unfortunately, penetration doesn't go off all the time. But when it does, it really, really hits. There we go. Just line them up. I feel like that's going to be the key to actually beating this faster. Because what this mode kind of registers in my brain as is like a time attack. So you have to be even more intentional with what you're building. Oh, okay, all right. All right. I'm not standing next to these anymore. I'm too confident. No, we're staying solo. We're staying solo. Give me the bow. Give me the penetration. Even more penetration. 50% penetration chance. We want to cap that out. All right, we get an item, military training, and level ups. It looks like we get level ups guaranteed every single wave, which is great. It's groovy. Guys, I went to Aldi's for the first time ever yesterday. I was thrown off by the fact that I had to put a quarter in to get my shopping basket, but you know, they got some banger food. I got myself a Philly cheesesteak calzone, and the cheese in there, oh my God, I didn't expect it to be so gooey and good. I don't know, man. I've been finding myself thinking about pizza a lot lately. That sounds weird out of context, okay? But if you guys don't know, I had open heart surgery a few months back. And so for the first couple of months, you got to be careful with what you eat because you're healing. And I'm typically a guy who's in pretty good shape. I was just born with a heart disease. So me suddenly not being able to eat pizza, it's a tough thing to stomach. But soon there will be a day. There will be a day where I can sit down and devour a giant pie. But I was also incredibly bad growing up because I am 6'7". I'm very tall. And so if someone put down a large pizza in front of me, I could pound 2 large pizzas in one sitting, no problem. With a tall glass of Dr. Pepper, the best soda around. Icon of Cinder. Burning enemies have a chance to explode on every tick, dealing 100% fire type damage. Glass of Milk. Glass of Milk is good. Whenever you kill a bunch of enemies, you get more max HP. But since this is waves, I feel like that's actually not going to be useful. This is higher status effect chance, but we don't really have any status effects. And Omnigeode is a good one for balancing out your damage across multiple stats. All these items are actually not great for us, so let's reroll. Bleeding Edge. Bleeding status ticks twice as fast. Sapphire Gem is another one where we want to specialize in a bunch of damage types. Frozen status lasts twice as long. Give a 15% chance for the next ability activation to reduce its cooldown by half. We're re-rolling again. Doubles the amount of ammunition for all weapons. She only has 1 shot, so that doesn't work. Depending on the number of survivors currently in your team, get a bonus. 20% more XP and 20 movement speed. We can't get experience in this mode. Man, all right. If we go for the mousetrap, and we get the decoy bomb, that means whoever we shoot going for the decoy will take 100% more damage. And let's increase my weapon damage by 20%. Zombie decoy. Let's max out penetration. Okay, all right. I like what we're building towards here. All right. Now you guys are taunted. Doesn't matter. I still got to run for my life. These guys are probably the worst thing about this level. If they didn't exist, this stage would be incredibly easy. Because they remind me of that big elite that always rushes down to you, but they give you significantly less reaction time. You have to just constantly be moving. All right, 8 enemies left. There goes the decoy. Doesn't seem to work on these guys. Well, no, I think it does. They're all running around it. Yeah, it does. It does, actually. even if they're still targeting me, their damage went from like 400 to 800. So that's good. Explosive penetration. Create a small explosion on successful penetration. No comment. Bow. We need to level up our bow to do multi-shot, so we're getting as much penetration as possible. And then all of those are going to explode. Woo! Oh, man. This is what we needed. I haven't had a penetration proc in quite some time, though. There we go. You can tell when it happens more often now because they explode. Arrow rain would be really good right now. Yes, 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 yes! There is nothing more thrilling than seeing a man get run over by a train. In a video game specifically. Only in that format. Otherwise, I think you'd probably require years of therapy. And no one in the comments tell me you're watching people get run over by trains, okay? It's not the flex you think it is. Come on, guys. Bricked up on a Sunday morning? People are normally in church right now. Dude, I can't penetrate these big guys, no matter how many times I shoot them. It's like a 60% chance. It's okay. We're doing way better than we were on SWAT. Probably my fault for pummeling into the turret as much as I did. Basic attacks in this game are just king. They're too good. All right. Fatty got a blast. Got 2 enemies left. You're dead. You're the last guy. One thing that is very confusing about this enemy, I'm not sure why, but he's got like 4 times as much health as the other elites. I don't know if it's 100% necessary. That's just a small criticism. Because I even noticed it on like regular games, the amount of effort needed to kill him. Maybe because he moves slow, and that's how you counteract it. But when he does his chainsaw swing, he's not slow. See, he moves about as fast as you do. But this is excessive, sir. You want to get hit by a train? Yes, you do. Thank you. I got hit too, but not nearly as bad as you did. Liberate. Giant enemy crab. We are critting quite a bit. Team leader attacks have a 10% chance to restore HP. When alone, this health restored value is doubled. Yeah, but we're not really taking much damage. Implosion chance is doubled. More explosive damage. I'm going to lock down Explosive Surprise, and we're going to grab Giant Enemy Crab. Legendary. Ability damage 40%. Health regen. Weapon cooldown reduction. That works on the bow. Better than attack speed. Let's go for cooldown reduction so we fire faster. Multi-shot. Multi-shot. Let's finally grab another ability besides Zombie Decoy. Let's get Arrow Rain. All right, we got one elite here. This wave seems way easier. Yeah, we're firing super fast now. I finally learned the difference between weapon cooldown and weapon attack speed. I almost hate the fact that this is less accurate now. Trying to shoot one guy right in front of me is not very easy. But if we can get in front of this big guy, line it up, hit him with every arrow, we can start bursting down. Plus, now we're off-screening a lot of these enemies. That's definitely why I wanted to try to get Ricochet as SWAT. I need to do a SWAT build later. Ricochet with a sniper rifle. It's too good to pass up. All right, yeah, attack the monkey. Go for the monkey. Joe, I need to remind you, you only have 300 health. So... Wait, what? Are you dead? He attacked me while he was dead. What? His corpse was already decaying. All right, multi-shot. Arrow rain. We got a good amount of enemies here. Cool. Cut my way out up top. There we go. Get them all linked up in one big gooey zombie pile and just shoot into that crowd. That is the good thing about this mode. You can kite these guys pretty well. Nice. All right, that's one more. Ooh, I don't like you guys. Health regen coming in clutch. Got about half health now. We're not making the best time. Oof. It's so funny to see a guy as big as you just trying to knock out a monkey. When you get hit, create an explosion dealing 250 explosive type damage and pushing enemies back. When you receive damage, reset the cooldown of a random ability and reload all your weapons. Now give me explosive surprise. I guess we'll go for even more explosive. We're gonna try to evolve this into exploding arrows. We're gonna go full on exploding build. I'm gonna reroll this for multi-shot again. Toxic. There we go. Explosive arrows. Okay. All right. Everything must explode. Look at me. I'm actually building something comprehensive. I'm not just shoving my head into the keyboard hoping something works. Oh my, I literally looked down for 1 second. I wasn't looking at the screen. I looked up. Everything was red. Everything. Sir, please don't punch me. We can talk about this. Oh my God, 60 health in a dream. 60 health. All right, stay away. Off-screen these fools. Off-screen all of them. Run, run, run. As fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Okay, we did it. That was kind of scary. Liberate. Ability area, ability damage, weapon damage 20%, more weapon damage. Let's go into zombie decoy because that does give us the taunt synergy. And we can evolve that. Plus, every single time we level up that decoy, it either stays on the ground longer or it spawns faster. So more potential for these guys to constantly be taunted. What I should be doing is looking more at which zombies are going to appear. Because I'm going too fast. Don't get hit by that brick. Good use of train. Really give me some breathing room here. Only 12 enemies left. Nice. This wave went by so much cleaner. No! Ow! I was trying to line up all my shots on your big fat belly. All right. Let's hopefully evolve the decoy. The bomb. Explosions generated with explosive type damage are 30% bigger. More explosive damage. Okay. All right. That's a no-brainer. Zombie decoy toxic or zombie decoy moving? Let's make him move. Level up my explosive arrows. So we've got, oh my god. 24 of the big guys. 29 beefed up regular enemies. Okay, well, this is wave 10 for a reason, huh? We just have to move around a lot. Try to cut my way out very early. Because it starts light, and then it just throws everything at you at once. There we go. Cut my way out. Oh, okay. No, I got bricked. Holy crap. That's insane. All right. Maybe single units aren't the play for this mode. I wonder. That's nuts. It's just in an instant, everything that could possibly want to fling something at your face is. That's a lot of fun, though. I don't know if that mode is 100% for me, just because the pacing's very slow. I love how it makes it much more strategic. You have to be way more intentional with your build, which I feel like I was doing. I feel like I was doing that. What I focused on, which I maybe shouldn't have, was raw damage. There were items I passed up, which would have doubled my healing, kept me full health, but I didn't realize it was going to ramp up to such a degree where I couldn't burst through the enemies. That was my fault. But I enjoyed the mode. I feel like I got a satisfying conclusion with understanding how it worked with both characters. Really curious to see what Wave 20 could possibly have. But yeah, guys, that is yet another Zombie Survivors. This game is launching into full release very soon. This is probably my last video until that day comes. But if you guys enjoyed it, let me know down below. Make some noise. Tell me you want some more yet another Zombie Survivor. Hit that like button, and if you've watched me this far and have not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so, because that supports me way more than you know. We are pushing towards 130K, and I could not be more appreciative of you guys. That's going to be it for me, and I will see all of y'all next time.